Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Spring Loaded Football, where we talk all things Spring League football, USFL, XFL, fan control football, X League. We talk everything. But this week, we're going to start it off with our special announcement. So, Wayne, if you don't care, hit the screen and we'll go into it. This is it, guys. We're going to do our first giveaway of the year. We're going to give away this USFL hat. Jared, you want to talk a little bit about it?
Hey, it's a nice hat. It's white. It says USFL, American flag colors. Hey, free hat. Come on. If anybody who wants to enter and win it, just send us email. Tell us what you like or would like to hear on the show. The email is springloadedfootball@gmail.com. And hey, I don't know anybody that don't like a free hat.
That's it, guys. That's all you got to do. Right.
Shortens.
That's all you got to do is send us an email, springloadedfootball@gmail.com, and tell us, give us some feedback, good, bad, whatever. We'll take it all. Doesn't matter. And we'll randomly pick somebody. And on the, I think we said, the 16th of May is when we're going to do it. We'll pick the winner. And we'll announce it on the show and on all of our social channels. And we'll probably put a video out announcing it too. But our first giveaway is sort of exciting. So
Brian's giddy over there.
I am. I'm excited about it. It's going to be cool. We'll get to give somebody a hat.
Yeah.
There ain't much merch left down there at Birmingham either. So
No, it was picked clean for the most part. So.
Oh, boy.
But, guys, I think we can go on to our recap of week 2 in the USFL. Had some good games. Really good week of football. Some of the games better than others.
Yeah.
So –
some of them just blow out.
where you want to start, guys? You want to start?
we'll start on Friday and work our way down.
That'll work. Well, Friday we had the Michigan Panthers playing the New Jersey Generals. The Generals ended up winning 10-6. I wasn't impressed with this game. It just wasn't real good to me at all. I had so much hope for the Panthers. And all that come crashing down.
When you have the number 1 overall pick in the USFL draft and you're 0-2, that's not a good sign.
It's bad. No,
but their defense
not
is
at all.
stout.
I mean,
a low-scoring game, though. But
yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, you would think it was a defensive battle, but it was just rough to watch for me. Shea Patterson went 14-29, 124 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, just pedestrian. Didn't look good,
They had the same amount of
like you said, number 1 overall pick.
And they got the former first-round draft pick, Paxton Lynch.
Who barely got to play, I think.
Your total plays in the game was I think Michigan had 59, and then Generals had 57.
Lynch didn't even go in the game.
Right.
Or
even like Perez for New Jersey, 13. Yeah, Perez for New Jersey, 13 for 19, 97 yards, 1 interception. Not really good. The only offense they really had was with Johnson, who was 5 of 6 of passing, 48 yards. But he had 10 rushes for 27 yards, and that really is important for a quarterback nowadays.
Well, Victor was the one that got the touchdown from the running back.
Yeah. Like I said, I just was not impressed really by either team. We saw New Jersey play last week against Birmingham, and they put up some points. And just didn't happen this week.
No, it kept low score. But again, it's second week. These guys ain't practiced too much. I got to give them that. You just can't jump into the
right. They've only been together what were they, 5 weeks or something like that? They've been together.
Yeah.
So
Well, what was it we said? They had 3 weeks before last week, so 4 weeks of practice at this point.
yeah,
Maybe 5.
right,
Yeah.
maybe 5. Yeah,
But you still would have thought they would have improved from last week, where they done so good against Birmingham, who's 2-0. You thought they would have improved a little bit
right.
in week 2, but they didn't. It's like they took a step back.
Yeah, and Michigan just
Yeah.
looked terrible again. So
That mustache
I
looked
saw no
glorious.
improvement. With Michigan.
That mustache is standing out more and more every game.
Guys, I don't know if he deserves the mustache at this point. So
Oh God. Oh God.
If he goes 0-3, are we going to start the hashtag shave the stash?
oh yeah,
No, road game.
I think
road
we have
game.
to.
Die the stash.
Well,
But maybe that's what it is. It's got a little bit too much gray in it.
I think I think we just go shave the stash. We'll put it on our ticker at the bottom of the show. We'll promote it like crazy. So
I mean, hey,
I think we do that.
He could look like Hollywood Hulk Hogan out there. Have like gray on the sides and just solid black. Pull some Hollywood Hulk Hogan out.
Yeah, like a reverse Hogan. Yeah.
But you know what's sad?
He could. I don't know. I don't know.
You
I
still
don't
be in
know.
love with it, Brian.
I don't know if there was some kind of deal worked out with some of these quarterbacks or whatever. But if you think about it, he picked Patterson and Lynch, correct?
Yeah.
But you had Brian Scott from the Stars that's lighting it up on the quarterback stats. And then you had Jamar Smith, and he's lighting it up for the Stallions. And he passed on both of them.
Yep.
So, but I don't know. Was there some kind of back
even guys
where like
under the table deals?
Yeah,
there might have been deals in place. Yeah,
do we
there
need
might
to
have been
start
deals
up
in
a
place
private
before the draft.
private investigation,
or
bring loaded private eye.
But there's 3 ways to look at it too, because he had the number 1 overall pick, but then when it comes to receivers, it swapped up to other teams.
Yeah,
because of the way the draft worked out. So if you have a great quarterback and you don't have good receivers,
snake draft.
Could that affected it?
Yeah, that's true too.
There's
to me, it seemed like Patterson just held on to the ball. He seemed like he just held on to the ball too long. He could have got out of a lot of sacks and stuff if he just got rid of the ball. But I guess he was trying to make plays, but
But he only tried 29
don't really work when you get sacked.
So.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It don't show.
Well, I mean, Perez only tried 19.
Yeah.
So.
But if you take Johnson 6 with that double threat quarterback they're running.
Yeah, you're right. And Johnson was 5 of 6. Why not leave him in there? Which they ended up winning anyway. I guess it didn't matter, but
the New Jersey only had 2 sacks.
Wow.
The time of possession's real close too. I mean, it ain't that far apart. 27-16 for Michigan.
It was a close game, so
32-44. I mean, hey, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They both had the ball about the same amount of time.
Total plays altogether, 59 for Michigan, 57 for the Stars.
And the total drives was exactly the same at 11.
Yeah, 11-11.
And Michigan made a drive right there at the end. They had a chance to win the game. So I guess it could have been different, but it wasn't. So,
do you think?
What do you think? Well, the turnovers, the Generals had what, 2? A fumble, an interception. Michigan intercepted it.
Yeah, they had 2 total turnovers. Michigan didn't have any.
Yeah,
so Michigan should have capitalized on that.
Right.
But it was just like you said.
But we can go to the
was
next
a
game,
bad game.
guys. Oh yeah, but starting Saturday off, we had the Pittsburgh Maulers playing against the Philadelphia Stars. Stars ended up winning 30-23. Their Pittsburgh quarterback Love 21 for 39, 236, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and then Brian Scott I think 26 for 36, 272, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Really close game. Really enjoyed this one. It was just an offensive, game for sure.
I mean, yeah. Hey, I'm looking at the stats right now. The matchup and the Maulers, like total plays, they did the whole game, 70, and the Stars only had 56.
Well, it
Right,
seemed like
but they were
every time you
scoring.
turned it on,
Yeah, they were scoring.
well, you got a point. Every time you turned it over there
Yeah,
that game,
so
it seemed like
it
the
don't matter
Maulers had
really.
the ball.
Right.
Passing
And
was
And it
pretty
seems like the
close.
Maulers done a good job mixing the run and the pass.
Yeah.
They had quite a bit of rushing yards too, I think. So
Yards, the yards per rush, the Maulers was getting averaging about 4.4 yards to where the Stars was only getting 2.8. So,
right.
hey,
But
they're getting
Scott's
more.
lighting it up, throwing the ball. So,
And if you look at the turnover ratio too, the Stars had 3 and the Maulers had 2 turnovers. So there was
Yeah.
another defense that didn't capitalize
Right.
on turnovers, or offense that didn't.
Well, yeah, and the Maulers had 2 interceptions. They
But
didn't. They held on to the ball. It was just the interceptions that costed them.
And if you look at the total
Yeah.
yards too, all the
Yeah.
stats are close in this game. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
Maulers had 348 total yards to Stars 303. So they got an offense that can kind of move the ball.
yeah. Right. It seems like if they mix the run and the pass, they can compete. I think
Yeah.
last week they were just trying to run the ball, and that's what got them beat. So
They
that
need
and chicken
Devon
salad.
Smith back.
So
They did a pizza party in the
Yeah.
worst way.
let's bring him back.
That didn't happen this week.
Sponsored by Little Caesars. No,
Pizza.
but
You know, Little
The next
Caesars
game,
just missed
probably
out on a
the
golden
best game.
opportunity, though.
oh yeah, for sure. Next game, best game of the week. I know for me, I assume for all of us here,
Oh, yeah.
Birmingham Stallions playing against the Houston Gamblers. Birmingham ended up going over. I didn't write the score down, but they
It
won.
was 33-28.
33-28. The drives were the
33-28.
same in this game.
So again, yeah. So another close game for Birmingham, but they won again 2-0. Jamar Smith, fantastic quarterback. I don't think Magoo ever sees the field again as long as Smith stays healthy.
Yeah. I mean, this game comes
Smith
down
went
to the final.
20 for 30. Oh yeah, like
This
like
game
last
come
week.
down to the final.
Smith going
I mean,
20 for
it's-
30. Yeah. I mean, he's completing a lot of his passes. 229 on yardage, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Thorson for the Gamblers, 13 for 27, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. And that's
Which the
really
third
probably
one-
what cost the Gamblers the game.
The third interception is what sealed the game.
Yeah, the third one was it
Right.
was sealed
was-
and deal.
But, if Magoo
Yeah.
is better than Smith, how dangerous could the Stallions team be?
True.
I mean, you got to look at it that
It
way.
could be,
Let's say
they
Magoo's
could be
better.
really good. Well, when
Do you
we
think-
watched him, he didn't seem better, so
But you got to think Jamar Smith was one of Skip Holtz's quarterbacks down at Louisiana Tech, so they've got experience built together.
Yeah.
right. And that's why, I mean,
Who's gonna know
that's
that?
why it's working.
And if you here's my hopes for this league is I hope they do it like minor league hockey, where they get to keep a certain amount of players, like save them, right? Like, say they got 38 players, they get to keep 18 for next year, at least 18.
Yeah.
And the coaches have to be smart and say, this kid's not going to the NFL. This kid's not going here. He wants to come back and play for this team. We're going to keep him. And they keep a nucleus. But then you get new kids coming in that need a chance. You know what I'm saying? You can get out some of the old ones and bring in some new each year.
Yeah.
And then you got a
you
core
you want to bring
loyal.
in new. Yeah, exactly. You want to bring in new talent, but you also want to keep some stability with the team and not just have up and down years every other year, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
You don't want a complete draft where you don't know who's in there. You don't want a whole new team, because how are you going to keep fans loyal to a team? Because if Jamar Smith's gone next year, how many fans do you lose for Birmingham? If Scooby Wright's gone next
A
year,
lot, unless you bring in somebody with a name. Yeah.
But if they get a chance
Like I
to
said,
go pro, that's a chance for like people of Birmingham to be like, that was our guy that went to the pros. So that's understandable.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you would have to be happy for the guy leaving if he's got a chance in the NFL. You know, it's just better for the guy. You know, they're going to make more money no matter where they're playing in the NFL. So,
well, we went through it before with the Havoc. You know, you get some really good players in there, and then they keep, I want to say they got like a 19, 18-man roster, and they get to keep half of them. So some of your favorite players are gone, but you got a bunch from last year that you've grown to love to watch coming back. You got to have that for the fans to stay loyal, because you don't want to be buying new jerseys each year.
No, because we saw in the Birmingham game in week 2, the one we're talking about, that was where the most fans were. The stadium was pretty full again, you know, and in all the other games, there's 100 people there. You know, that's just how it's going to be, which everybody's okay with it on the league end. But, you know, they're getting a little negative press over it. But again, the league ain't worried about it. So why should we be worried about it?
Well, here's the thing. Like we talked about, in Alabama, we're loyal to a fault, because if we have a team we like, whether it's Alabama, Auburn, UAB, UNA, Sanford, whatever, we are loyal to that team. And if we go watch somebody else, it's almost like you're cheating on your spouse.
Well put, Wayne. Well put.
Well, you think about it. In Alabama, you got God, family, and your favorite team. That's how you're raised up.
Yeah. Right.
How many people in our families would have rejected us if we'd become Auburn fans?
I'd be shunned.
A lot.
You'd have to win on Rumspringer.
Yep.
But I'm the same. Yeah, don't take that personally.
But you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So all these fans, there's going to be a few that like to go watch it all, but most of them are going to be like, it's Stallions or nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the big name out there.
For sure.
And don't get us wrong, on our picks,
if they keep winning, the stadium's going to be
the Stallions.
Right. But yeah, like, if they keep winning, the stadium's just going to keep getting more full every week. So
yeah.
But sticking with this game, did you see Behar's hand whenever he got hit or hit that helmet with it?
Yep.
Boy, he split that sucker open, didn't he?
I sure did. Yep.
But it was a good game. I mean, Stallions got a tough challenge this week.
Yeah. I mean, we'll go into it right now. New Orleans Breakers played against Tampa Bay Bandits, and they killed the Bandits. They're dead.
Yeah, they murdered them.
You know,
that's what they get for not naming their mascot.
Again, I didn't. Right. I mean, we have to admit that Dave the Wave knows what he's doing. You know, so.
Woo!
He come out minty fresh on this one.
He brushed his teeth before this game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 5 out of 6 dentists did approve this game. So 34-3 was the final. New Orleans quarterback he's going to be tough to handle, especially next week for Birmingham or for anybody, obviously, because they're undefeated too. And it's going to be a good game with Birmingham playing against New Orleans. But like I said, New Orleans just killed Tampa. I wasn't impressed at all with Tampa Bay. Just an off week, I guess.
Slaughter for the Breakers went 25 of 39 against that Tampa Bay defense, which it looked pretty good last week.
Yep.
But it didn't.
It did, yeah, for sure. No, not at all.
Teamu, he was kind of disappointing.
Well, yeah. I mean, the team only scored 3 points, so.
Well, the biggest thing that stood out for Tampa was the video. I'm just gonna say it. That's the only thing that stood out for Tampa was this one thing, and I'll show it right now.
We're gonna let Jared describe this too.
And let's see. Knocks him down and teabag. That was the biggest play for the whole team right there. Was that one play and squat teabag. That's all Tampa Bay had for them right there.
And you would imagine that was out of frustration, right?
Oh yeah, that was pure.
I don't know if he would.
Yep.
If he would,
was it
he wouldn't be normally
or
teabagging somebody.
Was it frustration or dare?
Imagine if he's in the next hotel room, the room right beside you in the hotel, and it's like,
yeah, exactly.
You teabag me, man. Come on.
Frustration. Hey, they had to have a conversation.
The next day, over chicken salad, but
I've got to give the Fox Sports newscasters credit, because if I had been on that announce team, I'd have been like, teabag, 15-yard penalty.
Throw the flag.
Oh yeah, I think that's a personal foul.
Get him out of here.
Is teabagging a personal foul, or is that like a minor offense in football?
Up and down, it just depends on what it.
Well, it can't be unnecessary roughness. He was kind of gentle on him.
I tell the coach to put a leash on him.
Yeah.
Wasn't there an Alabama fan that got in big time trouble for teabagging?
Yep. A couple of years ago.
That's kind of a
well, guys, I think we'll move on. Talk about fan control football. Week 2, we've got the Bored Apes Football Club going against. I keep messing this name up. We just talked about it a minute ago. 8-0 Kai. Bored Apes 32. 8-0 Kai 14. Knights of Degen 28 versus the Kingpins 8. Got the Glacier Boys going over the Zappers 44-6. Should have been Stars going over the Beast 24-6. And that's week 2 in fan control football. Again, just watching clips and stuff, man, this league is interesting for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I love the setup of the arena, the way they got it. Like, it don't look normal football. It looks something different.
No, it's a party atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Rock Springer!
Which goes great with our next clip.
But it almost looks like a video game arena. And this is almost what this is a video game played with people.
Not like the old retro bow, though, is it?
Yeah, we talked last week about the stool being out there for like a 2-point play. You know, it's some different stuff, man.
Was somebody posing on it, though, or was it just a stool out there by itself?
No, there wasn't a stripper on it. Just
it looked like
the dude could have been posing, put a pose on. It's called a distraction, was it?
Yeah, I don't think that was there.
Basketball. It was a psych out.
It was a psych out.
That's what it was, man. That's what it was.
That's what they need to do is put some stripper poles out there and have psych outs.
No, hey. They need to have too many Drunk Billy Bob's out there dancing on it.
Yeah, for sure.
You want to go into the big news of the week?
Yeah, show us. We got Johnny Manziel connects with Terrell Owens as Zappers lose to the Glacier Boys in fan control football. You heard it right. Johnny Manziel threw a touchdown pass to Terrell Owens, a Heisman winner to an NFL great. Boys, league is strange, man. So,
It is. Hey, the old
But
timers are coming out of the woodworks, and
did you ever think you'd hear that phrase, Manziel connects to Terrell Owens?
no, I didn't. I didn't think him words would ever touch, man. So
It's almost like there's such a big age gap in players that you never would have thought that would have happened.
yeah.
right.
Like,
I
like
mean,
saying next week, Dan
Owens could
Marino
almost be
was
Manziel's dad.
It's about like how Aiden Hutchinson's dad's Georgia.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just a Michigan put down. We don't like the Big Ten here.
Hey, wait. I know what's
No,
going to be the next
we
week. It's going to be Dan Marino, should I hold laces out while Ray Finkel kicks the ball?
Do you know how much, if they had a Ray Finkel impersonator and
Oh,
Dan
my
Marino
goodness.
there for that, I would pay $100 right here, right now to go to that game.
Everybody will be screaming, laces out,
Oh, yeah,
laces
yeah.
out.
What
Oh,
was
that'd
it
be
we
great.
seen the Finkel
It
jersey?
get some news.
Where did we see the Finkel jersey at, Brian?
Oh, yeah, that was at one of them stores at the mall in Birmingham.
Yeah, if you'd have been there with us, Jared,
We
you'd
saw
have been
that
walking
one.
out with the Bobby Boucher jersey, a Ray Finkel jersey.
Yeah.
And what else was it they
Yep.
had? Mighty Ducks.
I'd be poor right now. I can
Mighty
say that.
Ducks. Yeah.
Oh, Blue Mountain State was in there, wasn't it? Any Given Sunday.
Yep.
They had a bunch of the
Yeah.
classic.
Probably
movie
didn't have
jerseys.
like Friday Night Lights and Varsity Blues.
Oh, Varsity Blues would be awesome. Billy Bob.
I'd have a Moxie, man.
I'd have to go with Billy Bob.
Yeah.
He
You
was the
look like
fan
him.
favorite.
Got like a Mox, man.
Yeah.
I could get the Billy Bob. You could get
Sponsor
the
boy
Moxie,
for concussions.
and Brian could get the tweeter.
Yeah, Brad can be tweeter.
I'm
You already
cool
got
with
the
it.
cowboy hat.
Let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
But yeah, that is so odd though, seeing those players in that league. But
Two names.
It's strange, man.
is it?
I've got to find a way to watch a whole game.
Here's a question, and I don't want this to sound like I'm putting down the fan control football because I love watching it. But is it kind of better for the league to have Manziel and Owens, or is it bad on them having to play in the fan control football league? Because that's a Heisman winner in the NFL great.
It is true.
So which
it's
one
one of
is
those
it
things
helping?
It makes for
a-
good news.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it puts their name out there.
It's helping the league more than it's helping them because they cannot be getting paid anywhere close to what the NFL paid them. You know. So I think the
And
league
that's
gets more
Manziel's
help from
second
this.
season.
It also shows Owen still got the stuff, apparently. You know, he
Yeah.
can still make the plays.
Well, apparently he caught the only touchdown for the Zappers in that game.
Yeah.
He didn't eat peanut butter before the game, or popcorn before the game. Why peanut butter? I don't know.
But you know, you just said
Or
popcorn.
peanut butter.
Do y'all remember back in the day whenever Terrell Owens was like the most hated wide receiver in the NFL for his antics? And you look at what he done then compared to now with like Antonio Brown and all these players, he would have been a saint today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
They would have had a statue built of him.
Owens' only problem was he wanted to win too bad, I think. And he let his frustrations out in the wrong way against his quarterback.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown
Yep.
and players like that today, it's all about them. They don't care about the team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, prima donnas. You know.
Mhm.
All they care about is getting the ball.
And money.
Yep.
Yep. Money.
And that's
It's money. It's
that
gotta be money.
that's the biggest problem I have with the NFL today is it's gotten too big with too much money to where it's not about the game anymore. It's about, do I get hurt? Do I get stats? Do I get paid?
Is my face going to look good to be
Yep.
on this
Yeah.
movie?
Or commercial. Like, how many
And
times do
now,
you see Peyton Manning and
yeah,
Aaron Rodgers in a commercial?
yeah.
The
But
discount
you know,
double take.
now some of these contracts are fully guaranteed. You know, once they sign, they get that money. You know, right then. So there's no incentive to play. You already got the money.
Yeah.
So
Unless you're Deshaun Watson, who's got so many clauses about your contract, it's pitiful.
that's true.
But, which he's got good reason probably to
So
have all that.
oh yeah. 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 It's gonna he's got a long way to go before he gets back to where he was or what he could have been. Uh you know, I was a Houston Texans fan when they drafted him because I thought he was a talented quarterback. But man, he's got some baggage, you know.
Oh,
So
And it's
do you
sagging
think he?
pretty low.
Do you think he does a Michael Vick and turns it around though? Because
I hope so. I mean,
Vick, nobody gave him credit for what he done when he come back, and everybody didn't think he would do what he did.
right, right. I mean, I think you have to hope so. I mean, I want the best for everybody. I have no reason to want him to fail. So,
True.
but guys, I think we can go over now to our weekly picks. For this week in the USFL, we'll show you how we did last week and how we are overall. Coach, I'll let you take care of this right now.
Well, let's see. Week 2 picks. Colonel, me, the coach, and Boss Hog all took the Generals while Mr. Wayne here took the Panthers. And of course, Generals won.
I had high hopes.
He was hoping in the stash on that game. But second game,
Shave
we
the
all went to
stash.
Stars. We all went to Stars. We all won that one. Here comes third game. You have the Generals and the Stallions won. So we all lost except for Boss Hog. Congratulations, Boss Hog, whoever you are. The last game,
Right.
Tampa Bay and Breakers, New Orleans Breakers. Of course, Tampa Bay lost. And again, Boss Hog went 4-0. Congratulations, Boss Hog, whoever he or she may be.
I'm just gonna say it. Boss Hog can kiss it.
Yep.
He's a porky in my
That's
butt,
right.
you know.
And I know where you work and live, Boss Hog. I'm coming to see you.
That's
He works
right.
at the pork stand next to the barbecue joint. But
You
here's
work
our
at the boar's nest.
the season results. The Colonel is 2-2.
Yeah.
Overall, 5-3. Not bad, Colonel. Wayne is 1 and
Let's
3
just
of
skip
last.
this.
Yeah, 1 and 3, Wayne. Let's say 1 and 3, 3 of 5 overall. Come on, Wayne. You're gonna do better, man.
I know.
Last week, for the coach, me, I went 2 for 2. Overall, 5-3. Boss Hog last week, of course, went 4-0. Rub it in a little bit. Overall, he is 7-1. Out of all of us, Boss Hog is making us look very bad. And again, big shout out.
We got
to
some
whoever,
catching up to do.
Yeah,
We don't know. Boss Hog could be a professional. He could be
that
like
is true. I
a
think Boss
gambler
Hog
and-
might be
That's
a
true.
professional. It might be. It might
it
be
could be Jimmy
Michigan's
the Greek.
coach.
I started to say it could be Jimmy the Greek's nephew. We don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But so far, Boss Hog's winning. Me and the Colonel is tied, and then running dead last is Wayne.
It's going to take some pretty good upsets for us to catch up.
Just throwing that out there. Wayne is
Oh
dead
yeah,
last.
yeah, for
Make
sure.
it out there.
It's possible theoretically that we can catch up to him, but it's going to take some upsets and off the wall picks for us.
Oh, we just have
Yeah.
to see this next week. Who he picks and stuff. It might be different. We all might be the same. We don't know.
Well, here's the picks for next week if y'all are ready.
All right, go with it. Oh,
Yeah, I'm ready. Show it.
ooh. All right. So first week is Gamblers, and I forgot who they was playing. Let me pull it up real quick. Sorry about this. You got Gamblers and let's see. Come on.
Tampa, I think.
Yeah, you got Gamblers in Tampa Bay. Now, hey, we all took the Gamblers on this one, and for good cause. I mean, Tampa Bay didn't play the last game too well. Had a lot of tea bags, if you know what I mean.
Right.
But
I think if I seen the odds though, I think Tampa Bay's actually favored.
yes, Tampa Bay is favored. If I'm not
Wow.
mistaken, I do. I think I seen that too.
Yeah, Tampa Bay's favored as of right now, and this is being recorded on Monday, April the 25th. Tampa Bay is favored by 1.5 over the Gamblers.
That might change though.
Wow.
The Gamblers
But that could be to drive people to take Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because the point
Oh, yeah,
spread ain't
yeah,
always
for sure.
the actual favorite. It's what Vegas does to get their odds that they want.
Yeah,
Right.
that is true.
Yeah.
And anybody knows about gambling, it's Wayne.
I've
Just
been
saying.
there a time or two.
But moving on to the second game, you got the Birmingham Stallions versus the New Orleans Breakers. The Colonel, the coach, me, and Boss Hog all took the Stallions, and Wayne took the Breakers. This might be the game that kind of helps Wayne out here.
I'm hoping, even though I
Right.
hope the Stallions win.
He went opposite of the rest of us. On to the who's favored to win in that one, Wayne? Is it New Orleans?
New
I think.
Orleans by 3 as of right now. So
And
it's still a close
Wow.
game.
and me
Yeah.
personally, I feel bad picking against Birmingham because Birmingham's home team here. I felt like I needed to go with them on this, and they got some good players.
I'm going to tell you straight up,
Right.
I want the Stallions to win. So if I lose this pick, I'll still be happy that the Stallions won.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm a winner either way.
that's like last week.
Yeah.
You got to look
took-
positive here.
I took Houston to beat Birmingham, but Stallions won. I wasn't sad. I was happy, and it was a dang good game on both sides. But on to the next game, you got the Michigan Panthers versus the Pittsburgh Maulers. Me, Colonel, and Boss Hog all went Panthers. We're going with a stash. And Wayne went opposite on this, and he went to Maulers. He is having faith in the chicken salad.
I'm thinking they're going to have a pizza party this week, boys.
Hey. Big
There could
shout
be
out to
some
y'all.
high
Y'all get your
spirit.
pizza party.
This is Wayne's high hopes of the week.
Hey,
game right here.
Michigan's got to turn it on sometime, guys.
Yeah,
So
hey,
let's
they
hope-
Yeah,
got
but
to get one
Pittsburgh
up
does
on
too.
the
They're
mound.
this
both
one out.
0-2. They're both 0-2. So whoever
Yeah,
both
comes
of
out
these
this
teams
game
are-
losing,
That's true.
This game might turn
This
the
game
tide.
ended in a tie, probably. So-
This game might be the Cinderella story of the season here. It might help one of them out. One of them's got to win, But on to the last game. You've got the Philadelphia Stars versus the Pennsylvania, the Stars, New Jersey Generals. My bad. I'm off. The Colonel and the coach, of course, took the Generals. And Wayne and Boss Hog. You sure? You sure you and Boss Hog ain't in cahoots or something? You know.
You talk about being boss hog. Look at y'all's two. Y'all two are trying to stay tied up. That way y'all
Hey,
can hold
hey,
each
you know,
other's
we
hand.
probably can, but we don't. You
Yeah,
know,
that's true. Yeah.
but Wayne and Boss Hog took the stars. Now, hey, both of them. This is probably going to be one of the games to watch. Uh, besides the Birmingham and New Orleans, this will be another game to watch. These last three games might be the games to watch. You never know.
And your point spread is
Right.
Philly by 2.5 over the Generals.
So, hey, y'all were
We
playing.
just got to
Y'all
see how good
playing
Philly's
Vegas here.
offense is, if they're going to stay as good.
Yeah.
Well, have you noticed you got two games of 1-1 teams, right? You got
Right.
one game of 2-0 teams, and then you got one game of 0-2 teams. So
Yeah.
by the end of this, you're going to have a
Yeah.
completely polar opposite team. You're going to have a 3-0 team and an 0-3 team.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to see the best and the worst for sure.
And all in week 3. By week 3, you've already got kind of some dominance and some lackluster play, I guess you'd say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you also got to think you're going to have, what is it, 4 teams that'll be 1-1, right? No, or is it 2 teams that'll go 2-1?
No, but
2 teams going 2-1 and 2 teams going
yeah.
1-2.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and if
So
you look
it's going to be
too,
interesting.
and Jared said that the Generals and Stars is going to be one of the games to watch this week, like Birmingham and New Orleans. And if you think about it, that's the 2 best teams in the North, the Stars and Generals,
Yeah.
because they're 1-1, and then you got the 2-0
Right.
teams in the South, Birmingham and New Orleans facing off. So you're getting really the 2 best games in the North and South playing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of an interesting week 3 already.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
gonna
yeah, for
be.
sure.
And trust me, I've got this to record. If it's coming on TV, I've got it to record these. So if we don't catch it, we can catch it back up on them. I still got to think. I got to watch one game
You got to
to
get
catch up on.
Peacock where you can watch all the
Yeah.
games on replay too.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how everybody's been comparing. I'm going to throw this out here real quick while we got this up. And we was talking about all the games, correct?
Yeah.
And how everybody
Yeah.
is bragging about how good the XFL was and all that stuff, right? If you
Yeah.
look
Mhm.
at week 1, this was some of the scores. The Defenders beat the Dragons 31-19. The Roughnecks beat the Wildcats 37-17. The Guardians beat the Vipers 23-3, and the Battlehawks beat the Renegades 15-9. That was week 1. There was not really any close games except for one game in that. And the USFL has
Right.
delivered in week 1. Pretty much all 4 of them were winnable by either team.
Yeah.
Then
Oh,
you go
yeah.
to week.
Yeah.
If you go to
For
week
sure.
2 of the XFL 2020 season, the Defenders beat the Guardians 27-0. The Dragons beat the Vipers 17-9. The Wildcats lost to the Renegades 25-18, and the Battlehawks lost to the Roughnecks 28-24. So far, the product and results of the USFL this year, in my opinion, has far outweighed what the XFL 2020 was. Everybody was raving about.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
league
For
is
sure.
delivering more than what the rest of them have.
And people are trying to,
Yeah.
I guess you would say, diss the league or put it down or whatever. But really, it's a really strong offensive league. I mean, defensive league.
Yeah.
And they're not calling penalties.
Right.
They're letting them play.
Yeah.
Because you've seen
Oh,
where they were
yeah.
talking
We've
about.
seen some hits. You know.
Well, you've seen
Oh
where
yeah.
the Birmingham Stallions got a holding penalty. And Scooby Wright about lost his mind over there on the sideline when he heard that. Because
Yep.
Scooby Wright's been held about every play.
Yep.
Mhm.
So this
Oh, yeah.
ain't like the NFL. They're letting them play. and that was on a lot better product
Right.
to me.
Considering when it's a no
Yep.
penalty against the tea bag, you know,
Yeah,
they're letting things go.
I say we make the tea bag a 5-yard penalty. Who can I
They
talk
should have
to?
had drone footage, you know, the drone fire and get a 360-degree view of that.
How about they do something opposite, where if you get
Oh,
teabagged, your team gets 5-yard penalties for letting it happen to you.
Hey, might be something to throw out
go
there.
for it.
I like it.
Your team loses 5 yards for you laying there getting teabagged.
I mean, I
Yep.
can't.
It's your fault.
It's your fault you got knocked down and teabagged. You gotta
We
go
got to be
take
careful though, because it could lead to a holding penalty. You know. So,
Could make it to where they gotta go to the sideline and drink hot tea.
That kind of sounds like a rule you would have
Yeah.
in the XFL 2001.
all right, guys. Let's go to Coach's Corner and see what news Coach has for us this week. Coach, what do you got?
Oh, got one. Doing 35 and a 20. Got him, I got him. Little Jimmy! Snip it or click it! Slow it down, you're gonna break your leg. Gotta do what you gotta do around here. Oh, goddamn. Oh, hey. Oh, sorry about that. I was doing some patrolling around my house. Kids riding their bicycles too fast. But hey, it's Phil Campbell. We can do whatever we want, you know. But welcome to the news. Coach Coop here. First on the news, the Tampa Bay Bandits and the New Orleans Breakers played this past Sunday, which apparently the Bandits offense was not aware they lost 34-3, baby. Even though I do like the Bandits, though, still go Bandits. Even though Breakers guy looks like the crest, something you brush your teeth with, or like a Captain Planet mark-off or something. But more on the news. The Pittsburgh Maulers were disappointed this past Saturday, not from the 30-23 loss to Philadelphia Stars, but the fact they missed out on the pizza party. And it probably wouldn't have been just any pizza, not Little Caesars. It probably would have been, DiGiorno, Domino's, Papa John's. You never know. But they still missed out on it. Glad they got chicken salad, though. More on the news. The Michigan Panthers started the season 0-2 after losing to the New Jersey Generals 10-6. Panthers head coach Jeff Fisher's mustache, however, remains undefeated. Love that mustache. More on the news. The Birmingham Stallions took the road this week as they faced the home team, Houston Gamblers, in front of a rowdy crowd. Because, all my rowdy friends coming over tonight. But the Stallions somehow managed to overcome the Gamblers' home crowd in a win of 33. Let me rephrase myself. Sorry about that. To 28 shutout. Love both of these teams. I'm from Alabama. I've got to love the Stallions. They're a good team. They're a Cinderella story. I love the Gamblers too. I love the whole out of it. But hey, y'all stay classy. I gotta get out of here and get little Jimmy. Snip it or click it. But back to you, Brian.
All right, everybody, that's going to wrap it up for us here at the Spring Loaded Football Podcast. Do not forget about our giveaway. We're giving away a USFL hat. Just send us an email, springloadedfootball@gmail.com. We will randomly select somebody that emails us on the 16th of May. We'll put out a video and we'll announce it on all of our social media, and we'll mail it to you, so you'll get a hat. But YouTube channel continues to grow every day. So keep telling everybody you know about the show, and we appreciate everything y'all do, guys, and we'll check y'all next time.